Amazon, Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USPTO, tuần theo link thêm, tuần chơi Girl Scout, logistics và warehouse. Xem hình thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.
After you've been applying your suggestions manually for a little while, maybe 1 to 2 weeks, then it might be time to start applying automations. We generally don't suggest trying automation off the bat, although you can do that when you're first creating campaigns or rules. And we suggest that you wait to apply those suggestions manually so that you can actually look at the bid suggestions that you're getting, make sure it is actually hitting towards a target ACoS that you want, and looking at the new and negative keyword suggestions as well. And again, making sure that it is actually finding the search terms that are wasting your spend based on thresholds that you might have entered. If you don't see any negative keywords, then maybe you need to change those thresholds. And same thing with new keywords. So it all depends on the results of what you put into the tool. So it's best practice just to take a look at what's there. I've already shown you how to manually apply a lot of these suggestions. So once you're done doing that, let's take a look at how you can start automating this. We've been in Ad Manager a couple times now, and I've kind of passed over the automation portion of the tool because I wanted to wait until this section towards the end here. So each one has a different way that you can activate your automation. And for bid automation, which again is just one of the first types of suggestions that you can get from Atomic, that's what this column is for. So you can see that you can turn on bid automation for any of these campaigns. It's per line, per row, this particular campaign. If you see an X next to it, that's generally an auto campaign, because obviously auto campaigns don't have keywords, so you're not going to get any bid suggestions for those. But if you do see the off button, then that means that is something that you can actually change to on. Once this does get set to on, then you don't have to apply bid suggestions for this campaign anymore. It's going to automatically get recorded for you in our change log, which I'll show you in a bit. So again, this is just for bid automation, and if you have any questions, typically you can hover over the title columns and you can get an explanation of what this particular function is going to do. If you want to optimize or automate, I should say, any of the positive or negative keywords, that can actually be done in the particular rule. So let's go ahead and click on the edit button for this new keyword rule. And right here, you can see that there is an automate button. So only turning on the automation on will automatically apply suggestions that this rule will create. Leaving it off means that you're still going to have to manually apply. So if I went ahead and changed this to automate and hit save, then by tomorrow, if there are any suggestions out of this particular rule, it's going to be automated and not appear on the new keyword rule. So same thing with the negative keyword rules. Let's just click on there so you can see it. There is an automate button right below the designation of the positive or negative rule. Same thing applies. If this were to be activated, then within 24 hours, any suggestions that would have been made negative or given to you are going to be automatically recorded in our change log. So let's go ahead and take a look at that so you're familiar with this final area of Atomic. Our change log essentially just records everything that you do, whether it's in Seller Central or in our tool. It's all going to be recorded here, and you can really drill down into the changes by clicking on our filters. So if I want to see the auto bid changes, it's the first selection right here. You do see there's quite a bit of other selections here. If you wanted to see negative keywords that have been added, for example, you can use that. But we want to just see the auto bid changes that have happened in the past 60 days. So it depends on the date here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. And we can see for this account, only 13 changes have occurred in the past 60 days automatically. So that means that Bradley does not have automation on largely for this particular account, which again is okay. It should only be used when automation or when you validate the results of our suggestions. And that can really only be done by physically looking at the bids, the new keywords, and the negative targets, and then deciding after some period that this is something that I do want to go ahead and automate. So that's just another way that we can make it really easy for you to maintain your accounts here in Atomic.
bán hàng trên Amazon. Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USBTO, từ Thailand, từ trên Scout, logistics và warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.